For what feels like forever, Panasonic Lumix users have been begging for two things: autofocus that can actually keep up, and a bump in sensor resolution. It's been the story in every forum, comment section, and review. Well, it seems like Panasonic has finally been taking notes. The rumor mill has just exploded, painting a very detailed picture of the upcoming Lumix S5 III. And folks, it might just be the camera we've all been hoping for. We're not just talking about a minor refresh. The leaks suggest this is a massive leap forward, a direct answer to what users have been demanding, and a clear shot at the competition. The whispers are about a brand new sensor, a highly advanced AI autofocus system, and a price designed to shake things up. This isn't just another camera, it's a statement. So, let's break down everything we think we know about the Panasonic Lumix S5 III. The sensor, a big jump in resolution. Let's start with the heart of the camera, the sensor. Panasonic has been the king of 24 megapixels for a while now. The original S5 and the excellent S5 II and S5 IX all rocked a fantastic 2.4 MP full-frame sensor. It's a great sensor, we know it. We love the colors, and the low-light performance is solid. But let's be honest, with competitors pushing resolutions higher, it was starting to feel a little behind the times. The latest leaks are all pointing to the Lumix S5 III featuring a brand new 30-megapixel full-frame CMOS sensor. Now, this needs to be taken with a grain of salt as it's still just a rumor, but if it's true, this is one of the biggest upgrades. Going from 24 to 30 megapixels might not sound world-changing, but in the real world, it's a huge deal. It gives you so much more detail and way more flexibility to crop your images in post without losing that critical sharpness. For landscape and commercial photographers, that extra resolution is pure gold. Beyond just the pixel count, this new sensor is rumored to bring enhanced dynamic range and even cleaner performance at high ISOs. That means cleaner images in tricky low-light situations, with less noise and more detail where it counts. Another juicy detail from the leaks is that the sensor will likely come without a low-pass filter. For anyone who obsesses over maximum sharpness, that's amazing news. It lets the sensor capture every last bit of detail and texture for incredibly crisp photos right out of the camera. This rumored jump to 30 megapixels feels like a clear signal that Panasonic is tired of taking a backseat in the resolution race. The autofocus, has Panasonic finally cracked it? Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, autofocus. For generations, this has been Panasonic's Achilles heel. The original S5 used a contrast detect system that, to put it nicely, was a mess for tracking moving subjects and gave us that dreaded pulsing in video. It was a headache for so many creators. Then the Lumix S5 II came along, and Panasonic made a huge leap by finally introducing phase detect autofocus. It was a game changer. Suddenly, Lumix was back in the conversation for serious video and photo work. It was a massive improvement, but it still wasn't quite as magically sticky as the systems from its top competitors. This is where the Lumix S5 III is rumored to change everything. The leaks overwhelmingly point to an advanced, AI-driven, hybrid phase detect autofocus system. We're talking next-level subject detection. This isn't just about finding faces and eyes anymore. The system is expected to deliver faster, stickier, and more reliable tracking for everything from people and animals to cars and planes. Imagine an autofocus that just gets your subject, predicts its movement, and stays locked on. For videographers, this could finally kill the focus hunting of older models. For sports and wildlife photographers, it means a much higher keeper rate. If these rumors pan out, the S5 III won't just be catching up on autofocus, it has a real shot at being a new leader. Video capabilities. The hybrid powerhouse Panasonic's history is built on video, and the Lumix S5 III looks ready to carry that torch in a big way. It seems like it's being designed from the ground up to be the ultimate hybrid camera. The rumored specs are seriously impressive. The S5 III is expected to offer 6K video at up to 30 frames per second and 4K at up to 60 frames per second, all recorded internally in beautiful 10-bit 4:2:2 color. This gives filmmakers incredible flexibility for color grading. And yes, that 4K 6OP is expected to be cropped. The leaks also suggest the S5 III will support raw video output over HDMI, a feature pros crave for maximum post-production control. But maybe the most important video feature isn't a spec, it's cooling. Overheating is the bane of almost every mirrorless camera. The S5 III is rumored to feature an advanced thermal management system designed for much longer, uninterrupted recording sessions. While some have speculated about an active fan, there's no strong evidence for that. It's more likely a very efficient passive system. For anyone shooting documentaries, events, or long interviews, better thermals alone could be the #1 reason to upgrade. Add in an improved 5-axis and body image stabilization system, and the S5 III is shaping up to be a legit cinema camera competitor in a tiny body. The competition, how does it stack up? Of course, the S5 III isn't being released into a bubble. Its specs are clearly aimed squarely at the industry titans, the Sony A7 IV, the Canon EOS R6 Mark II, and the Nikon Z6 III. So how does it compare? Based on the leaks, the Sony A7 IV has a 33-megapixel sensor, which the S5 II's rumored 3.0 MP sensor gets very close to. The Canon R6 Mark II sits at 24 megapixels, so the S5 III would have a clear resolution advantage there. On the video front, the rumored 6K 3.0p and crop 4K 6.0p put it right in line with, or even ahead of, its rivals. But the real fight is going to come down to autofocus and price. Sony's real-time tracking is legendary, and Canon's dual-pixel AF is incredibly reliable. Panasonic's new AI system needs to be just as good, if not better, to really pull people away from other brands. It seems Panasonic is betting that the combination of a high-res sensor, pro video features, and a next-gen AF system will create a versatile package that's hard to beat. Price and release date. The big question, so, the two questions everyone is asking: when can we get it? And how much will it cost? First, the release date. Rumors and industry whispers point toward a launch in late 2025, with a possibility of a major announcement at CES in early 2026. Honestly, the fact that they're not rushing this to market is probably a good thing. It suggests Panasonic is taking its time to get this major leap in technology right. Now for the price. This is purely speculation, but based on the S5 II's launch price of around $1,800, the rumor mill suggests the Lumix S5 III will land somewhere in the $2,000 to $2,200 range. If that price holds true, it would be incredibly aggressive. It would position the S5 III to directly challenge its competitors, possibly undercutting them while offering more features, especially for video. Pricing is going to be crucial here. A sub $2,200 price for these kinds of rumored specs would be a major disruptor. So what's the bottom line? The Panasonic Lumix S5 III is shaping up to be a game changer. It feels like a direct and powerful answer to years of user feedback, fixing the biggest weaknesses of past models while pushing the limits of what a hybrid camera can be. With a rumored 3.0 MP sensor, a potentially class-leading AI autofocus system, pro-level 6K video, and an aggressive rumored price, the S5 III isn't just an upgrade. It's a declaration of war from Panasonic. This could be the camera that finally silences the critics. But I want to know what you think. Are you excited about these rumored specs? Is 30 megapixels the new sweet spot? Is that rumored price fair, or does it need to be even lower? And what's the one feature that matters most to you? Drop all your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'm genuinely curious to hear what you have to say. And of course, if you want to stay on top of every new leak and rumor about the S5 III, make sure you're subscribed with notifications on. We'll be covering this launch every step of the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.